don't make threats. If I had any intention of killing you, Rashad, you would never see it coming. You would simply, I don't know, disappear like a ghost.
A cryptic message Joseph Sikora left around a year ago read, "Is Ghost alive or dead? That's all I want to know." Power Book 44 Season 2 Episode 5 about to be in the can. So in this video, I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm going to give my opinion on something you guys want me to discuss. Will Ghost make an appearance in a hallucination scene or as an alive character?
Ghost make an appearance as a ghost. Well, he very well might. And he may make an appearance as an alive character. You never know.
Now, many of you guys who have watched my videos for the past few years know I do extensive research and I only go on evidence, facts and findings. So in my opinion on this is just my opinion, but it's also based on what we've seen from the story so far, not just in Force, but also Ghost, along with what we've heard through various teasers and interviews. For example, Omari Hardwick recently did an interview where he mentioned Stars approached him about a return around 18 months ago. Now they went back and forth and he said it would just have to be the perfect thing for him to return. It also seemed like it did come down to the bag, but I'm not here to talk about money, what Omari was asking for or any of that kind of stuff. We're going to look solely at the storyline and whether or not Ghost could return in a hallucination scene or as an alive character in Force. Now from a storyline perspective, do I think Ghost will return in episode 5? I don't think he is. There has been literally nothing to suggest in season 2 of Force Ghost will be making a return either in a hallucination or as an alive character. There are so many other things going on at this moment in time. There's the aftermath of D-Mac killing a cop. And how does Tommy deal with D-Mac? Does he get the Tariq St. Patrick treatment? Claudia and Vic's plan to take down Walter Flynn. And then there's Jenard's downward spiral and him potentially being in hospital. I'm also firmly in the camp who does believe Ghost is dead. And they did intend to write the story that way where Ghost would eventually meet his fate at the end of Power. But I'm also not naive enough to think that that's the end of Ghost. As Corny Kemp said in the Crew Has It podcast, there is more story to tell, which I think they are through other characters like RSJ, Tommy, Tariq and so many others. But things can also change very quickly in the world of TV, because as we all know, money does talk. I also believe Power started with Ghost and eventually when the Power universe does come to an end. Well, if it does, that is, because we all know they say Power never ends. But if it does end, then it should end with Ghost. It's only right that it ends with a man who played arguably the biggest role in creating this universe.
Nah, I ain't no ghost.
Now there have been a number of references to Ghost through Tommy both in Force Season 1 and 2. And that stems from Ghost playing a huge part in Tommy's life. And even though he is dead, he still remains alive in spirit for Tommy, Tasha, and especially Tariq St. Patrick. You can't kill a ghost, and he will always live within these characters in some shape or form. Tommy and Ghost grew up in Queens. Ghost helped him while Tommy was being picked on in the street, and they formed a formidable team with the addition of Kanan. They worked under Breeze until Tommy and Ghost looked him in the eyes and shot him. They then built one hell of an empire after Tasha and Ghost sent Kanan down, and we were introduced to them after they were in a 6-month working relationship with Felipe Lobos. They had laundromats and they just bought Club Truth. But their relationship was marked by a complex mix of friendship, brotherhood, loyalty, betrayal, and a shared history. It served as a central theme throughout Power, so it is normal for Tommy to reminisce and from time to time even mention Ghost in conversations with Diamond, JP, Kate, and also D-Mac.
You know what? I used to know somebody like you though once. Yeah, could do figures in his head. I was buried in a book. Now he dead.
Now throughout Power, Ghost saw various hallucinations from Kanan to Angela Valdez, so would it be beyond reasonable doubt to say we could see the same for Tommy at some point in Force? Most definitely, but again, it goes back to my point about the direction of the storyline in Force Season 2, and at this moment in time, I really am struggling to see a reason for Tommy to have a hallucination scene of Ghost, or for them to bring Ghost back. We can also make the case it does make more sense to see him appear in a nightmare or a hallucination scene for Tariq St. Patrick in Ghost rather than Force.
What's important is that I want to give you the life I never had, son, the childhood I never had. I want to protect you from the things that nobody protected me from.
One of the central conflicts in Power revolved around Tariq St. Patrick getting involved in the drug world, which put him at odds with his father. Ghost envisioned a different life for his son, but Tariq's rebellious actions, which were aided through Kanan's manipulation, created a lot of tension within the St. Patricks. His transformation began to take shape when he witnessed the harsh realities of the drug game, specifically Raina St. Patrick's death. This served as a harsh awakening to the dangers and consequences, and why Ghost spent his early seasons of Power trying to become a legit businessman and provide a better life for his family. Tariq now finds himself at a crossroad. Does he go down the same path his father went down, or will he pick a lane and stick to it? Now throughout Ghost, we slowly witnessed an evolution and somewhat seen Ghost story through Tariq St. Patrick, and so it only makes sense at some point when Tariq does admit he's just like his father. he sees Ghost. Now with that being said, I still feel it's a while away too, but I do think it's something that should happen to bring Tariq's story full circle when the time is right.
This is me. Up to now, you still don't even see me for who I really am. I'm you, Dad.
So that's where I stand on the cryptic message from Joseph Sikora. Do I think Ghost will make an appearance in episode 5 of Force? I personally can't see it, but it's not to say that it won't happen in the future. I do think it will 100%. But I do think it's going to happen potentially in a hallucination scene when it's right for the storyline, which I do think is in Power Book 2 Ghost for Tariq St. Patrick, bringing power full circle. So that's my opinion on Season 2 Episode 5 around Ghost returning. And I know others will have different opinions and do think Ghost is returning. But I promise you guys, if there is any official news or interviews that are done that gives us a hint, I will break it down and bring it to you guys. But drop all your thoughts down below in the comment section and let me know what you think. And as always, thank you guys for watching and I'll see you next time.